YouTube, how y'all doing? This is Coach Rod, back with another video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Coach Rod. I am a kingdom relationship coach. Kingdom means God's way of doing things, and what I do on this channel, I teach relationship from a godly standpoint, Christian dating, kingdom dating. I teach things that you're not going to hear, get in church. Some topics I talk about that you're not going to get in church. So if you're interested in this type of content, hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell so you get notified when I upload videos. And I try to upload videos 4 or 5 days a week. It all depends on how I'm feeling as far as my health, And like I always tell y'all, whenever I don't come on for a couple of days or a week, it's because my health is not doing too good. Everybody might not know because I got new subscribers that keep subscribing. I've been diagnosed with lymphoma. It's a cancer of the white blood cells. So I'm on chemo and everything right now. So sometimes when you're on chemo, you get sleepy, tired. Your body go through a lot of stuff. So if I don't come on, it's because I'm not, feeling good. But to my returning sisters and brothers, family, I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming back to the channel. Hit the like button. Show me some love in the like button. And also share it with somebody. And leave a comment. Today I want to talk about dating in your 40s. Dating over 40. Today I want to talk about, because there's two types of categories I can use this. I can go with this here. I could talk about dating in your 40s and you've never been married. And talk about dating in your 40s and you have been married but you're divorced and you're looking forward to get married again. And you've been married for some time now and you want to get married again. So today I'm talking about dating in your 40s after a divorce. After you been previously married, and you want to get back out there and date again in your 40s. Yeah, I'm dealing with that today. So what you gotta understand is when you're dating in your 40s and you've been married. Let's say you got married when you was younger, in your 20s. Had 20 years ago, things was different. Things was a lot different. Some things that you might not be used to now, but things was a lot different. Men wasn't the way they are now. A lot of men, 20 years ago, a lot of men didn't have a lot of hatred for women. 20 years ago, I'm not saying that men was perfect towards women, but in 2023, we have a lot of men that have hatred towards women, and they being influenced by the men who like men on the internet, who got these podcasts, and all they do is put down a woman, stuff like that. So a lot of men has been influenced by the men who like men. Some of them call themselves the alpha and all that kind of stuff here, and they teach men strategies how to manipulate a woman, how to control a woman, and stuff like that. Those men, they maybe call themselves alpha men, but they like men. They doing men. Trust me, they doing men, but they don't want to come out the closet because make their image look good, the alpha image look good, because you can't be an alpha man liking men, So, and I heard one of them clowns on podcast say if a woman don't do this, something like that, make her I think kiss your gluteus maxima, or lick your gluteus maxima, your back part. And I'm saying to myself, what man want anybody playing with that? You see what I'm saying? What real man want that? What real man want that? A real heterosexual man don't even want the doctor to check his prostate. Even though he don't want it, he'll still do it because he gotta make sure he all right. But real heterosexual men don't even like getting a prostate check. I don't like getting my prostate checked. I don't like nobody playing in my back there. Don't stick no finger in there. You know what I'm saying? That's uncomfortable. So men who teach men and stuff like that, they like men. They like men. Any man wants his butt to get played with by a woman, he like men. So you have a lot of men now. They can't be alpha. They look alpha. They big. They're athletic. They work out and all that kind of stuff here. But they like men. They going both ways. And years ago when I was coming up, that wasn't as popular as it is now. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are not getting married like they was back in the day, because of now we have a lot of men and society has normalizing, men like men. So now we have that type of men out there, and they going both ways. They low key, and they go both ways. And as a woman, they know before that you have to be careful, and you got to know how to recognize, these type of men. And the way to do that is just take your time. If you take your time and slow it down, and that's what I'm sticking. A lot of them make, no matter what age they is, they rush. They rush. You cannot rush into a serious relationship with a man. You have to take your time with a man, and take your time. Like I always say, I'm gonna keep saying this. Some y'all might get mad. Take your time with your legs closed. That's going to determine a lot about that man. Because most men who is not serious about you, they're not going to wait a long time without that. They gone. As soon as they see that you're not the type of woman that's very, very easy to get, they're gonna fall off. And that is your protection. Some women get discouraged when the man stop calling, when the man stop texting, when the man, they get discouraged like, what am I doing wrong? Why men keep doing it here? And why I keep losing men? But you're not losing a man. Whenever a man just fall off and you can't figure out what you done wrong, you haven't talked down on a man, you've been a good woman, you reciprocate, a man call you, you answer the phone, you respectful to the man, and the man all of a sudden start falling off, that is your protection. The only man gonna fall off is the man with the wrong intention. Period. No man with the right intention gonna fall off, sis. If you don't do nothing to turn him off, he's not gonna fall off. See what I'm saying? So, and when you get in your 40s, you can't try to make a relationship work because, you're 40 years old and you want to get married again, and you feel like your clock is ticking, whatever. You got time running out and all that kind of stuff here. You have to be like, with that mindset, I want to get married again, but if it don't happen, I can live without marriage and be happy. Do you know what I'm saying? You want to have that mindset, at age of 40, and that's pretty much every age, because you don't have time to keep doing it. And I know some women 40 and up still making the same mistakes over and over again. Come on now. When you in your 20s, okay, you got an excuse. You're young and dumb, and you're not literally dumb, but that's just a saying that society came out with towards young people. Because y'all know when we young, we make silly mistakes. You get a pass. I could be more patient with a 22-year-old who's dating and let a guy run her over and because she's young. But you 40 years old, 45 years old, sis, and you've been telling me you keep and you keep on dating the same man in a different body. You keep on doing the same thing over and over again, allowing men who tell you, I don't want no relationship. Hell, you got some women in their 50s, in their 60s. Allow a man to tell them, I don't want no relationship. I don't want nothing serious. But yeah, they still be in the bed with that man. Like, when you gonna realize? Like, when y'all gonna wake up? Over 40, you cannot do that no more. That's childish stuff. You were young, you were dumb. You just wanted a man. You wanted some hammer. You know, your body was you know what I'm saying, hot and all that kind of stuff, and using heat. But now you're 40 years old. You should be more mature. So late in your 40s, you ain't got time for no games. You're too old for the game. You're too old to keep making the same mistakes over and over again. You have to recognize foolishness early, and you have to let it go. Don't be this woman over 40 years old, and you so desperate for a man that you don't want to force your boundaries in a nice way, and tell a man, like, listen, no, I don't do that. Come to my place. No, I don't come to man's place. You know, you're not my man. We just friends. We talking right now, or we just met, or we not married. Whatever your standards is. Don't keep letting men come in your life and you just do whatever they say do. Again, where you at? Who you with? Why you going there for? Be home at a certain time. You too old for that. Now when you're young, okay, like I said, in your 20s, I can get that. Young, you know, you don't know no better. But now you experience the same thing over and over again. Now it's time for you to realize, like, hey, listen, I can't keep making the same mistakes no more. I'm in my 40s now. It's time for me to grow up and you know, stop making these mistakes. So you didn't. So you in your 40s now, and you know, and you've been married before, and now you divorced, and you want to get back out there again. You know, and you may ask that question: how do I get back out there again? Where do I start? You know, it's been a long time since I've been dating. You know, how do I start? What you know? The first thing you got to do is sit down and think about, what do you want. Think about your last relationship, your last marriage, and think about what you didn't like about that and what you did like about that, right? And then analyze that relationship and say, you know, this is what I want. You know, I did a video last Friday about 6 things a woman deserves in a relationship, and I showed y'all in the Bible when God created a woman, this is how He wanted a woman to be treated. So if you haven't seen that video, that's the video before this video. Watch that video, and you know, will get an understanding of that. But you deserve these things as a woman. You deserve these things, you know. So you gotta sit down and say, what do I want? What do I deserve as a woman? You know, okay, I want to get married again. I want some serious. So if you want to get married again, you could not entertain a man who is not marriage material. If you 45, right, and let's say he's 49, he's older than you. And I always recommend women try to date older, a little older, a couple of years older. You know, I tell women, don't go 10 years older, you know, if you can help it. You know, if you're 45, you know, I won't recommend dating somebody in their 60s. A lot of men, they're old, they want somebody young like that. I don't recommend it. But somebody maybe know somebody who's 40 and they get somebody who in their 60s and they're happy, could hear the exception. But I don't recommend that. So you 45, you know, stay within 50, maybe no go no more over than 55, you know. But let's say you're 45 years old, you meet a man who's 49 years old. But if he's 49 years old and you say you want a man, you want to get married, if he's not husband material, then he's not the one. If he's not somewhat established at 49 years old, then again, it's not about the amount of the money the man making. It's about security. You know, he could be making $70,000 and be financially secure at 49 years old. Got a nice pension, you know, 401k, stuff like that. Got a house almost paid off. You know, a man at 49 years old, and he ain't got nothing going for himself. And you gotta move this man in your house. He ain't got a partner the pen and the window throw out of, and then he telling you talking about something. You know, I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna start my own business and all this. And I'm gonna be a rapper. You know, come on now. That man, he's not ready, sis. At 49 years old, he should be established. He should be on the job for like 20 something years, or at least 15 years on a job. You know, with some establishment. So if you want to get married, that should be where you start right there. That should be your standard. You know, you want a man that's stable. You want a man that's a provider type, you know, man that provide, you know, that understand his role as a man is to provide. You know, you want a man that's going to protect you. You know, you want a man that know how to lead. And this is why I don't recommend you date younger. Let's say like you 45. Don't date nobody that's 30, 35, 10 years younger than you, because in some exceptions, but men don't mature like women do. When I was in my mid-20s, I was a grown boy. Didn't know I was a grown boy. It took me at least, probably, I would say 38, going on 40 years old to start maturing as a man and start knowing what a real man is. Just being real with y'all. Men don't mature fast like women. That's why I don't recommend you go that far down at 45 years old. And I know some of y'all feel like you want a younger man with some young hammer. But child, that hammer don't mean nothing if that man don't know how to lead. If you gotta tell that man what to do, if you don't understand his role as a man, sis, you ain't gonna be happy. So you wanna date somebody that's responsible, that's a leader, that knows his role as a man, that know how to treat you right, that values you. You know, you ain't got time for no games, sis. You ain't got time for no game. You ain't got time for foolishness. You know, you ain't got time to try to work with no man, you know, far as character-wise, you know, stuff like that. Is the man going to be perfect? No perfect man. But the man should already have character. In his 40s, he should already have character, be mature. He should already know how to lead. He should understand his role as a man is to provide and protect. He should, you know, understand his role as a man is to make sure you straight, you secure. You know, we don't want no man you got to tell this man what to do. You know, you don't want no man you got to tell this man do this and do that. You gonna lose respect for that man. And you don't make no man in your head that young that because you gotta realize now from a kingdom perspective, when you are choosing a man, if you're dating for marriage now, if you're dating for marriage and you want to get married again, right? We're talking about the women in their 40s who want to get married again. If you want to get married again, you know, in kingdom perspective, again, I'm a kingdom coach, God's way. A man supposed to be your head. A man supposed to be able to lead you. How you gonna pick a little boy and put him over you as your head to lead you? And your head doesn't mean he control you, he dominate you. It just means that he lead with love. He makes sure you're financially straight, secure. You know, secure, emotional security. You know, mental security, physical security as well, protect you. You know, that he got to understand that. If you don't see that, and then get what? You just say, you know what? I'm happy not getting married again. Because you don't want to get married again, and then you going to do the same thing you did with your ex-husband. Because a lot of times y'all got married, you was young, you know what to look for. So you been married and you know been there already. You don't want to make the same mistake. And you have to be to the point where, hey, I want to get married again, but if it don't happen, I'm happy because I can do better by myself. And I refuse to keep allowing the same type of man come in my life and drag me. Another thing you got to be careful for when you're dating in your 40s and stuff like that. Most likely you're going to be established. You're going to have your own car, your house. You're going to have a little money in the bank. You're going to be established as a woman. You know, you're going to have something going for yourself, you know. You want somebody that's on that same wavelength as you, you know. He may not have more than you. Just say, for an example, I'm just using that example, you know. You make 80,000. I'm saying this. Let's say you make that 100,000 a year. You very successful. You make 100,000 a year. You know, you got money. You know, nice house, car, and everything. You doing good for yourself. He may not make more money than you. He may not make the six figures, but let's say he made 80,000. Right? He made 80,000, but he made less money than you. But he know how to lead. He got character. You know, he got financial stability. You know, he got 401k. You know, he got savings and stuff like that right there. He got his own house. He got his own car. You know what I'm saying? He pays his own bills. He don't ask you for nothing. And he's still providing for you, and you make more than him. You see what I'm saying? Or you might meet somebody that make the same or more than you. That's cool too. But do not get with a man who ain't got no establishment at all, and you 45 and he 48, and he still ain't got his own plate, own car. I mean, still, you know, gotta move in with you and all that kind of stuff here, and then y'all co-sign on the car with these men. You put these men name on your house and let the man move in your house, and no, don't do that, sis. Don't do that. Don't do that. I coach a lot of women that's in their 40s. Now, one situation, the woman then moved the man in. Well, he stayed the night a lot. He was pretty much, technically he didn't move in, but he stayed the night a lot. But one thing she didn't do is she didn't add his name onto her house, you know. But when he started acting up, she made him leave, and he left. You know, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? When she wanted to break up with him, she got rid of him. This is why you don't put men name who you're not married to and you are established as a woman, and put them on to your stuff, and you don't co-sign on them cars, because now if that don't work out, you work too hard to get where you at in life, to let a clown come in your life and take what belongs to you, because you so caught up and desperate for a man. And y'all know, like I always tell y'all, I do not teach women how to get no man. I don't like that phrase. I'm not into that. I teach women how to attract a man and how to choose the right man, but now how to get a man. So women feel like I'm 45 years old, so I need to make this work. So I know he ain't got that much more than me, but he's a man, and he's a good man, and I want to get married again. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him move in my place and put his name on my house or my condo. No, don't do that, sir. You're too old for that mistake. See what I'm saying? By that age, a man should have his own. You want a man to have his own, who established, who know what he want in life. You know, he's not about the games, and you know, and he gonna, you know, do his part as a man to lead. Okay, you don't want to keep making the same mistakes over and over again. You better stand single, and pretty much, you know, set your boundaries. What boundaries that you're not going to put up with. I'm not going to tolerate disrespect for no man. I'm not going to tolerate a man asking for money. I'm not going to give no man money. I'm not going to finance no man. At 45, you might be established. You got a little stack in the bank. You got your own. You know, a lot of women are successful at this age. You know, and they got good money. And you're not finna let no man tell you talking about he need a loan, you know, to start his own business. No. You gotta let him know, like, listen, I'm not a bank. Some women at that age, they try to buy love. That's where they going wrong at. If you're online dating, I don't recommend it. But if you're online dating at the age of 45, do not never, ever send no man money online. If you have not met this man, you should not be giving a man money anyway. My opinion. if y'all not married at least, you know. But don't never send a man no money online dating. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. A lot of older women are online dating, and women who reach out to me, they in their 40s, 50s. And I've known a woman in her 50s. Met a man online dating. The man never met her. And the man said he gonna marry her. The man said he love her, and then all the man do is call her when he need money. She send the man money. She sent him over $5,000 within the 6-month period, and she on the phone with me telling me about this stuff here. So in my head, I'm like, sis, you know you being used, right? She like, yeah. Really, Coach Rod, you being used. Why you say that? 6 months. And this man never gave you money? No. He never. He said he in love with you. You his wife? Yeah. So when the man in love with you and you his wife, he gonna give. You're not gonna beat him giving. He gonna give. You the only one giving, and he ain't came to see you and date you. He just, girl, that man using you. So she finally woke up and realized what I was saying was right, and she tried to get her money back because he said he gonna get her money back, cause he got a big lawsuit coming. He gonna get her money back with interest. I said, girl, the man lying. He ain't got no lawsuit coming. He's a narcissist. And what that man do, he go online and prey on gullible women who desperate for a man, who willing to send a man and buy a man. Do not send a man money. Do not give a man money. If a man asks for money, online dating or traditional dating, and you 45 years old and you established, if a man asks for money, the answer is no, and do not date him. You don't need to be with a man who's older than you, 48 years old, and he got to ask you for money, and he ain't got $100 or $200. He can come to you like, I need $100. No. Okay. Don't do it. Let him know. Listen, I don't give men money. He keep asking. You know what? This not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I don't care how much you like him. I don't care how good he talk, how handsome he is. I don't care nothing about no wedding bells, no chemistry, none of that stuff. And that's what gets y'all women in trouble. The chemistry, the wedding bells y'all hear when the man in the beginning saying all the right thing, and y'all get so caught up. That what get y'all in trouble. In the beginning, when the man doing all that, try your best to ignore all that stuff, because you cannot get real chemistry with a man and y'all just met last week or 2 days ago. That's not real chemistry. It takes time to establish. That's just you, the hormones in your body being released when you meet somebody new. That's what that is. When everybody meets somebody new, male or female, and it sounds good, look good, you automatically gonna start having hormones. That's not chemistry. So calm your nerve down. Don't get excited when the man doing good in the beginning. Just wait. Reciprocate. Be nice. Be a queen. Be respectful. Reciprocate. Wait with your leg closed, and then everything gonna come out. Cause when the man not getting that right there, that banana pudding, when he ain't getting no banana pudding, he get frustrated. Then he gonna start backing off. Then he gonna be very nice in the beginning. 2 weeks later, he's snappy. That's how men get when they ain't getting none. Snappy. Yeah. Cranky. You see what I'm saying? But if he care about you, guess what? He gonna be willing to be consistent throughout the whole process until you get ready. So understand that right there. You 45 years old. Keep your money. Don't get him in no money. Date with intention. That's to get married. You want to look at this man's character, his morals, his values. You want to look at his financial. Is he financially stable? Job security and investments. You know, that's what you want to look at. That if he ain't got stuff like that going for himself, then you know, guess what? So he might not be the right fit for you. Okay. Hey, this Coach Ross signing out. I'll come back on tomorrow and do it dating over for you ain't never been married. If you want a coaching session with me, book you a session. Send me an email and let me know, Coach Rod, I want a coaching session. I'll reach back out to you and let me know the time and date you want to do it. We'll hook up and do a session. Cash out me the money, and then we'll do the session. If you don't know, I'm an author of the book called Queen Don't Settle. Queen Don't Settle. The link for that book is going to be inside the description box. Just click on the link, click to my book, buy that book, and share it with your with somebody else. You know, let them. If you got a friend, coworker, cousin, family that they in a bad relationship, buy that book for them. Buy your copy and buy them a copy. Say, I just want you to read this book, and I guarantee you, most of them are gonna lead that toxic man. Okay, and also if you want to send me a free will offering, want to be a blessing into my ministry, into my channel, feel free to sow of any amount. God bless you, and thank God for the one who recently sold the past couple of days. I appreciate y'all so much. I know who you is. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. Every little bit helps. It wasn't a whole lot, but trust me, every little bit helps. I really do appreciate it. So if you want to sow into my ministry, go ahead and send me, you know, look at my cash app going to be inside the description box, and be a blessing to me if you want. All right, be safe out there. Be careful. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Talk to y'all soon.